Okay, so today I'm going to show you a new app that I've just downloaded called NovoPsych, and this is the icon for it right here. This was recommended to me by a good friend because I regularly administer psychometric tests, and I have found this app to be so helpful in my work because it saves me so much time and is so simple to use. Okay, so I'm all logged in, and basically what it does is open you up to a home screen. So the home screen shows the most recent results for any tests that I've recently administered, and it also gives us two options up the top, so you can add and view clients or administer and view assessments. I'm going to go through the assessment button at the bottom. And this basically comes up with the assessment page, and it shows all the tests that the app has. So they've got tests like the depression, anxiety and stress scales, the flourishing scale, autism spectrum screening questionnaire, social avoidance and distress scale, satisfaction with life scale. They're all in alphabetical order, which is really good. And all the tests, they seem to be pretty highly valid and reliable. They've got multiple published research papers on their validity. And one of the things I really like about this is if I go into one of the questionnaires, it actually gives some really great information about each test. So what's the test used for, validity and reliability information, an interpretation of the test, so how you would look at the scores, who the developer is, number of questions, time limit, and a lot of different references if you want to go and look at, I guess, other information about the test. So you can obviously give these tests to your client. So I showed you one way of doing that before, but you can also go in through the assessments page and click on administer assessment, and then you get to select a client, and it comes up with this page once you've done that. And basically you could give this page, or obviously you give the iPad to your client. They could do it in the room with you, in the waiting room, or you could help them with it if they need help with, and they click on start assessment. So it comes up with the entire test here. It's got the questions down the side, the answers here, and what the client would do is just read the question and tap on the box, which would be their answer. Then they would click on submit assessment, and they're prompted to hand the device back to their administrator. So this is when I would come along and press exit test mode down the bottom here, and it comes up with my passcode. So it's really clear that NovoPsych have taken great care in the security of this product, basically so that results are only available to the person administering the test, which I think is fantastic. So I'm going to put in my passcode. It comes up with all of the results for that person, and it's also automatically calculated their age. It calculated the time that it took them, gives you a brief interpretation about the test, and obviously the most important thing, their results. It also shows you what their responses were if you want to go back to that, which is really important. And so the results that I just showed, they are accessible through the iPad, but they're also being instantly emailed to my email address so that I can print out the results and put a hard copy in my file, which, you know, sometimes that's pretty important. And I highly recommend this app to anyone who needs to administer psychometric tests on a regular basis.